5. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is part 5, I presume, I think. Yes. Yes, I am the first one here. Woo! How do you do your voice, Monika? Why can't you have a normal sort of voice like the other girls? You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's when I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. I'm gonna be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't say that. Now, as we know before, she's broken the fourth wall twice by saying load me in her poem and then saying a good way to, if you have a tough decision, save and try to go back if you don't like the decision you made. I really don't like having to load. Plus, Monika has always been late to the last 2 club meetings, so I'm terrified. It's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each. There's no music either. There's no music. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that taking the allergy pill they were going to perform. In the end, found a random poem and I thought Monika would like it. Thought Monika would like, oh, okay, and submit it. So that's the one I'll be performing. A mistake, I need to mark on the calendar I took this, I'm very forgetful. Ooh, cat for water. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, you know, we probably should have. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on a day this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not really that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little more responsibility for a bucket. I mean, especially after you exchange with you yesterday, you kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Look, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm a club president after all, and not a weird person. I don't know where that was going, I'm sorry. But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that? Okay, I am actually going to agree with Bucket on this one. In real life, if I was on Sayori's side of things, if I was Sayori, no way I'd be telling Monika. I don't know why. I don't know. Well, yes, I don't. How long has this club been going on for? Also, where's everyone's parents? We only hear about Natsuki's parents and only Natsuki's parents. About her dad only, no one else. About how I basically turned down her confession. It makes me seem like a really bad guy here. But I'm gonna know who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. Probably know a lot more than you think. I don't. Be quiet, please. Monika being as friendly as usual, for some reason I felt chilled down my spine after hearing that. Oh yeah, you should be. Hey, do you want to check out the plant flips? I mean, that can't be a horror, right? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Grabbing the pamphlets there on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people. Seriously, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is printed out on page, giving me an almost personal feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the Wednesday performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Equal. Get out, get out, get out, get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head. I do what I know is best for you, get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you, get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But it's a poem, but a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. will say, I have this thing. Whenever my dad horror movies, there's a horror movie, say, jump out the window. And, it's like a window. If we're in the first story building, no hesitation, get out of there. Second story, well, I would understand. What is this? Well, I mean, it's life or death. This isn't really death yet. Maybe, hopefully not. My poem got a pin in my stomach. Bucket, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori written. Before that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get serious, so, well, alright, try to take so long, okay? Leave the classroom, don't strain yourself. Mom calls out to me after I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder, but first there is not a big deal. To at least wait for her, or wake up. Someone just waking her up to school makes me really happy. Besides, till yesterday, that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and I want to forgive her. I would say I was home and knock on the door, and I expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. I guess I opened the door, let myself in. Sayori? She's really heavy sleeper, I swallow. I can't believe... I'm doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house, isn't it? More like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, just feels right. So I room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. In response, I really don't want to enter the room like this. Isn't it kind of breach of privacy? She released her into her side, gently opened the door. Yep, only good things here. Oh. Yep. Has to be. This isn't real. I don't like they're using a creepy version of the main theme. There's no way this can be real. Sorry, I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes were showing me. The surprise, the urge to vomit. Or just yesterday. I had told Sarah to be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonizing scream still echoes in my ear. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. Swimming through thoughts keep telling me everything I should do to prevent this. If I just spend more time with her, I walked her to school, I gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, and I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Anything I can do to bring her back? This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll keep this going for me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Well, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next series. Oh! I see the annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she's my jaw to herself. That girl is my neighbor, and it's good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see making herself today. Same thing. However, I saw an idol in front of the crossroad and catch up to me. Oh, hey, Yuri. It's an ordinary school like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups. Walking to school, meanwhile, I've always liked to walk to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things to the blanket, I was looking for an ounce of motivation clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Bucket? Monika. Please don't. I'm like, wait, I can actually finally use Sarah's voice to start next, which is something. Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect you to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, probably completely out of my league, so having her smile at me so gently feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't really stand all the politics around their major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? I'm actually starting a new one. Literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Just kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members. There's something that sounds so boring, right? Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry, I mean. One of my members even keeps a Monika collection in the cupboard room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? That's our gorgeous Natsuki, which she will never die whatsoever. She always thinks Sister Meg does literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? The Monika says she. Interact with other females, you say? Interesting. Hey, Bucket? By any chance, are you still looking to join a club? How did you... Oh! My chest, how did you know I was looking for a club? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is it right by chance you'd do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit the club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Yeah, that's what I would say. Besides, how can I refuse someone like Monika? Extremely easy. Just say, sorry, I can't. I got to study. Gotta take care of my brothers. Multiple excuses can just fly off that I want to do at this point. Anyway, sure. I guess I'm gonna check it out. Awesome. Really sweet, Bucket. You know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Wow, thank you. And thus today marks the day of submission to Monika and her irresistible smile. Oh, last time it was Natsuki for a cupcake. Suddenly followed Monika across the school upstairs for a section of the school where they visited generally being used for third-year class activities. Looks full of energy, swings open the classroom doors. I'm back. And I brought a friend with me as a guest. Please stop. Please stop. I'm terrified. Eh? Guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Would it kill the atmosphere? Don't be me, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Bucket. All work extremely especially in this club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monika's boyfriend, right? No way, too popular for me. What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the Sayori whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. What year am I then in the school? I'm in high school, so would be a sixth year. That's grade 12. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who apparently probably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Okay, it's my favorite thing, honestly, to go back to other episodes. But just the thing, what was the Thanos skin like that I'm going to purchase for Fortnite to do the little thing? I know we did another one, but my first one was like the dark reflection bundle, which is pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Bucket in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget. Just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Bucket? He goes with a few desks arranged to form a table. He walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. The little girl sits next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As Prison Leisure Club, it is my duty to make fun exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there are more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it in that way. Not many people are interested in putting in all the effort. I do have to agree with Monika on this one. I've already heard this. Because when something doesn't grab your attention, like literature, yada, you have to work hard to convince people both fun and worthwhile. We already know. So that's so much more important. Yada yada. We already know. I'm confident that you will all really grow. I'm confident that you can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki wickedly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Natsuki must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole teapot in the classroom? Don't worry, teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No, it does not. I guess. A cold, sure. If I get like hot, I can't read. It's hard for me. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri was just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. We freely smash their stuff in relief. So, Bucket, what are the kind of things you like to read? Well, I'm reading still reading a, psychic thriller? What's it called? Something horror thriller, right? Caroline Leaves You, still reading it. Next up is Stephanie Meyer's Midnight Sun, and I can finally complete my collection of the Twilight series books. I mean, I already have it. I completely read them all. Next up, I'm going to read some random books. Then our next series will be the Annihilation series. What am I reading before that? Dracula, Frankenstein, The Memories of Sherlock Holmes, The Outsiders, that kind of stuff. Old books. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga. I quite admire to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps it quiet before. Not much of a reader, I guess. All that can change. What am I saying? I spoke to them, they kept saying Yuri sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The love of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, pretty passionate about reading. She's turned to be so something and timid since reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but she's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Yeah, psychological thriller. That's what it is. Thank you, Yuri. You actually helped me with that. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to complete a story for loop? For the book, though, I would say it's much more dirtier than the TV show. It's like way. The TV show, I would say, is like the in between PG-13 and no, I would say the book is the TV show is PG-13. I would say the book is like the middle of PG-13 and R. And ways I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. This regards something I quite of. I believe it was called the Night of the Living Dummy. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Haha, I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits you personally. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I can really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to read about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the club meetings. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine, Natsuki. You write your own poems? Well, yeah, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. You see, Azuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. A certain level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be able to open up to the readers, exposing your bottom feelings and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some work you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all stand in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write our own poems. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding ways for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take personally responsibility for vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good first step towards the take. Don't you agree as well, Bucket? Hold on there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth what I've been saying the entire time. I never said to join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls start back at me with rejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Saying this before Monika turns back to me. That didn't happen before. If Sayori was here, I would have then said, I made a decision I'm joining the literature club, then I'll pop back up. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Bucket. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club, but we need 4. I've been really trying hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival, the friends against these girls, how am I supposed to make a clear decision? When it's like this. If you tell me flag someone down or switching with size, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So flying poems is a person to play in order to spend each and every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, beside then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness. Really? Do you really mean that, Bucket? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I would be super pissed. Bucket, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. Really amazing. Okay, I'm sorry for yawning. Yesterday night, I woke up an hour before school had to start and it was exhausting. I slept early today. I don't know what it is. Thanks I guess. Okay everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting with a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Bucket, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can really impress the class star Monika with my whatever that says writing skills. Mediocre writing skills. I already felt the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my own way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the classroom and make my way home. The way of my was back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Sayori, and of course Monika. Will we be spending every day after school in the literature club? Oh, happy. Perhaps I can still have a chance to go close to one of these girls. That's okay. Alright, I just have to make the most of my circumstances and be sure good fortune will find me. And I guess let's start with writing a poem tonight. Things I like about my papa. I like when my papa comes home early. This is a secret poem, I don't like this. I like when my papa cooks me dinner. I like when papa gives me allowance. I like when papa spends time with me. I like when papa asks me about my friends. I like when papa asks me about anything. I like when papa gives me lunch money. I like when papa comes home before sundown. I like when papa cooks. I like when papa gives me privacy. I like when papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when papa doesn't compliment on my friends. I like when papa doesn't compliment on my hobbies. I like when papa comes home without waking me up. I like when papa keeps food in the house. I like when papa uses his inside voice. I like when papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when papa accidentally drops coins on the couch. I like when papa is too tired to notice me. I like when papa is too tired for anything. I like when papa is too tired for anything. Is that something about Natsuki though? I mean, we've only heard about her dad. I mean, does her dad abuse her? I have to put strings here, guys. At least it'll be easy for this one. Anime, easy, kiss, easy, silly, easy, sunny, rose. What? Fluffy, how dare you. Giggle, clouds, freckle. What? Playground, charm, skirt, twirl, sing, smile, bunny, fireflies, hop, sugar, joy. Why is she joy? Hi again, Bucket! Good to see you didn't run away on us, ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Leisure Club. It was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What's your face go, Sayori? Your face is like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Thought the music was off for a second. Oh, no, it is. Thanks for keeping your promise, Bucket. I'll listen to overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Natsuki, don't. I love you, Natsuki. Please don't die. Or whatever happened to Sayori. No, Sarah died, but then the other thing happened. Come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to drag me here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come over to hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Now the music's getting really kind of scary. What's Natsuki? Well, for someone who keeps their mind collection, Natsuki, Mega. Mega's literature. Straight defeat Natsuki. It's just me, or is the background is crooked? With the face, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Bucket. Well, make sure to put your covered first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might be interested in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. That's me. That's freaking me out. The background's messing me up my head. Like you said, I'm in the club now, so if it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything. I know it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of the club. So even if I don't mean it often and the music's so horrifying and creepy, I'm able to pick up a book if you want sometimes. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, it's vice president and all, that I should help you start on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually like reading. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is me. I was actually being so cute. She even picked up a book, thinks I like despite me not reading much. Really, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically, take the book. Phew. We can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, good, it's normal. Thank gosh, my eyes can go back to normal now. My head was not right when it was hard for me to read. Everyone's sitting. I expect Monika to kick off with some cultural hisses, but seemed to be the case. Her face is buried in a book, but no her expression that she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Natsuki! Ugh! Natsuki had an explosive sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed about something. I approach her. Guess she needs a hand. Everything's still horrible. Oh, sweet normal music. Na. This isn't how it goes anyway. You looking for something in there? Fucking ma. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized so someone else is gonna make a mess? I actually have to agree with her now and again. Natsuki has a bunch of stacked books and boxes around and stuff. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. It's one of those things that you can't really admit to reading unless you know some stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written with the author's face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone by manga, a missed stack for his books on the side of the shelf. Curious, I pull another stack. There it is. You snatched it out of my hand. It turns the box nice of some parfait girls. Ha, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the worst irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Get closer to look at the box that she's made. Parfait girls. It's serious I've never heard of in my life. Probably means it's good graphics of material, but it's gonna judge me. And that's the door. She points out the classroom door. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't even say anything. I wasn't doing any noise. I'll tell you one thing, Bucket. I'm gonna skip over something like text me before I. Oh! Don't! There's a book! In fact, you pulled out the first one before this one in the box set. I'm gonna show you exactly why she shoved the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. First it goes on from one side and comfortable. I can see that's at the same time. Why is that? I guess these are closer like this. Huh? Don't say that. Shoots away 1 inch. Yep, 1 inch. I'm sorry, didn't expect to disclose either. The bad thing, open the book. After a few seconds, it gets 1 inch closer. Get my spot, whatever. Fair ping over my shoulder, I am. How long is my to getting? I should go back and flip through the volumes every now and then. Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, yeah, have you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I take time. Looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school to be fair, yeah, good writing. You have to make it feel like a plot. This isn't boring for you. No, it's not. Even though you were just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something with someone you like. You know what I mean? I'm always get excited when I can convince my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't know? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know what you mean. You should share your manga with your friends. Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without all of them being like, ew. You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of elusive, so I guess I gravitate towards the elusives over my time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Well, I'm gonna say yes then. For the, harassment and abuse from that secret poem we locked. At least it's safe in the classroom. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like you like that solves any of my problems, maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. I don't like this. This is new. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. She's starting to fall asleep. This is new. She didn't fall asleep last time. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Something so expressed straight onto me. Hey, hey! Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. He reaches down a bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. He goes in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Bucket. She's fine. This happens every now and again. What that? Or the sleeping. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyways, why don't we share our poems now? Natsuki, I know Natsuki was interested in the poem. I'm sorry? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it said something else. Okay, well, let's get started with the things I don't like. First of all, Lucky reviews my poem. Never mind, I feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this so I could. I've been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's why I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. You! Well, I would be more comfortable sharing poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha. Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And then you went and ruined it. I hope you're really happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Irk! Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you actually never said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or lose if that she liked my poem. In any case, you're still gonna show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sneak, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. Nothing creepy there. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for everyone to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end to make it feel flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I cited human earth my last comment. I don't really know how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I'll take it from her. I don't really care how. Oh, okay, got it. I understand now. So Yuri, is it the same thing? If I start speaking, it's fun. Let me compose myself. Give me a couple minutes to think. Yep. Oh, okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yes. The rest of the thing, because of my favorite writing. After all, you look like a pro. So reading habits. You don't find any of those recognizable mistakes most readers do. Yep. Ghost in the light. Ghost in the light. I'm sorry. It's terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. We looked at a really long time to read because it's in cursive writing. I remember my school never taught me that. Ah, well, I just don't read script. Script? Alright, one of my projects was literally to write a script for a movie. That is not freaking script. Actually, handwriting is very pretty. Hmm? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem, even though it's short. It was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I used to write longer poems, so no. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Aren't a ghost story? Oh, actually, isn't about ghosts at all, Bucket. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own words, feelings, and embrace in their work. They should do more, tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only behind combobly comparison of ghosts. Lying there in the last reminded place, covered, unable to let her go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it in that way. I didn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's not really. Well, it makes me happy to know you think that. Just remember that I won't be long before you pick up those things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Hey, Monika. Hi, Bucket. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities and things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring these things. I'm much better off, so I'm still more settled in. Anyway, want to share my poems with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha. Don't worry, Bucket. We're all embarrassed today, you know? But it's that short of a barrel that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monika my poem. I like it, Bucket, really. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ha. Oh, jeez. No. It's the kind that makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Haha, if you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Yuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her descent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. I don't read my phone. I'm not very good, so. You're pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, what the heck was that? It's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I'm always feels like that, you know what I mean? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hold them all, I read that. Let's try just in case. That's not the poem. So what do you think? It's very freeform, is what you call it. So as for feedback, it's okay. Kind of stories going pretty popular nowadays, so all poems have the same as timing and words between them. Well, formed out loud, it can be very powerful. That's what inspiration behind this one. Well, I'm not used to if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like this, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's rhyme tip for the day. Sometimes when you're having a rhyme poem or something at some point, go through it and then recorrect it. Write something like that. Phew, I guess that's everyone. Let's around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone assures me from mediocre writing abilities, even if they are just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They just exchange sheets of paper, showing their set of poems as they frustration. Mario smiles sadly. What's with the language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. He dismissively turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. This is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Bucket did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style, but change that unless I say questions something particularly experimental yet. Nah, I like a poem too, you know, even told me inspired by it, that's really some stands up, there's a stop, so to realize your president, trying to press on a new member Yuri, that's not what I meant. Oh, you sent up as well. You just said that the bucket process not listening to shoes. This is my first more and you fall yourself and no, I was fooling myself. I'll do it, I'm going to make everything do with cute shit. Ooh, you know what? I wasn't the one who boosted my figure size bigger as soon as the bucket started showing up again. Why keep saying the bucket? I don't know. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. The people who actually got Natsuki and me, who's talking. Yeah. Oh. Do stuff. Ah! Please stop. What is this? You're Natsuki, that's a little. This is you really act as long as you look at Natsuki and me, who's talking in volume like an edgy bitch. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend it. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you're gonna counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful about your... Might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Buggy hear everything you really think. I'm sure you'll head over here about this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me and she just noticed I was standing there. Bucket! She was trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started. Go. Hi, Monika! Hey, Bucket. Why don't we step outside for a bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay just out here. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am. I can't even confront my own club members properly. I wish I could be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. We have to spend time with you instead. Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. She's walking back and forth in her desk with her palms in her hands. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Bucket? Please don't hate me. Please? Not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over. You can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'll just stay a little bit longer. I'm the president. I should be the last one to leave. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Bucket. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But really... Oh yeah! Oh, I can't. Well, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will see all of you in the next... Oh, okay then. I will see all of you in the next episode of Doki Doki.